Okay, in this class we are going to see how vectors transform. Okay, so let me ask with the usual question, what is a vector? And now immediately you may say that vector is a quantity which has got magnitude and direction. Okay, then if we ask you what is direction, you may not be able to give a convincing answer. Okay, so I mean then you may immediately tell me that okay, a vector is a quantity which has got three components and it properly adds under addition. Okay, so let's take an example, and so suppose you have a box which is a box of fruits which has got say nx number of apples, and then it has got ny number of oranges, and you say nz number of bananas. Okay, and now if I say that n is equal to say nx I plus nyj plus nzk. Okay, so does this form a vector? Okay, and or I mean suppose you have another box which has got say mx number of apples, say my number of oranges, and mz number of bananas, and altogether if you look at it, you will have mx plus nx number of apples, my plus ny number of oranges, and mz plus nz number of bananas. And again the definition which I said, I mean it's like a quantity which again here you can see that we have got three components, and clearly it acts like vector addition. Total number of apples in it is mx plus nx, and oranges is ny plus my, and total number of bananas that will be equal to nz plus mz, right? But clearly you know that it is not a vector. Okay, and because it's clear that it doesn't have a direction. Okay, so and then what's the problem here? Okay, the problem here is that I mean the components which I said, this nx, ny, nz, it doesn't transform properly under coordinate transformation. This doesn't transform properly under coordinate transformation. Okay, so now I'll just start. Given a vector A, okay, so I mean this vector, I mean if you express this in a particular coordinate system, say I mean I called it as S, and you have some another, I mean in this coordinate system S, you will have components Ax, Ay, and Az. Okay, and suppose you take another coordinate system and the same vector which will have components, say I call it as S bar, Ax bar, Ay bar, Az bar. Okay, so if it is a vector, there should be a clear-cut transformation from this coordinate system S to S bar and vice versa. Okay, so let's try to understand it more clearly. So okay, so let's suppose that you have a coordinate system. I mean the coordinate system which I said S and S bar, and here I mean but the z axis of S and S bar, they coincide. So okay, so the vector which is, say this is A, and as I said, I mean, it will have components, okay, it will have components, it will be Ax and this will be Ay, okay. And the next coordinate system, it's actually, I mean, I said the S bar coordinate system, I mean the Z axis which will coincide, and now you say, I mean, the same vector, I mean, this is your axis, I mean, this is your x axis and this is your y axis, this is your x bar, say x bar axis, this is your x bar axis, and this is say your y bar axis, okay. And now if you take the same vector, and this will be Ax bar, this component, and similarly this will be Ay bar, alright. So now we will talk about coordinate transformation. I mean, suppose you have a coordinate system which I call it as S, and a vector whose components will be in this vector, in this coordinate system will be Ax, Ay and Az, given a vector A, these will be the coordinates. And now you have another coordinate system, say S bar, where the components will be Ax bar, Ay bar, Az bar, okay. And there should be a transformation from this coordinate system to the other coordinate system and vice versa. And for I mean, this will be true for any, I mean, you can take any arbitrary coordinate systems. So a vector whose components will have definite transformation rule. So let's try to understand it more clearly. Okay, suppose you have a vector, I mean, here I have drawn it, the vector is A, this is the vector, this is A, and in the coordinate system, I mean, you have two coordinate system, one is S and one other is S bar, and the components in the, I mean, so the Z axis of both the coordinate systems are they coincide. So I mean, so you have a plane, basically the xy plane, and you can see that this is the vector, and this is the xy, this is the x axis, and this is the y axis, and if you can see that this will be a cos theta, your Ax will be a cos theta, and similarly your Ay will equal to a sin theta, okay. And whereas, I mean, the S bar coordinate system, you can see that your components, this will be your the coordinates, basically you can call it as x bar, I just wrote it as x prime and y prime, and these are the coordinates, and you can see that this component will be this angle will be theta bar, here the angle was theta, and you can see that this component, the x component will be, that means Ax bar which is equal to A cos theta bar, and Ay bar which is equal to A sin theta bar, okay. So now you see how they are connected to each other. To see that, I mean, you take this Ax bar is equal to A cos theta bar, okay. So now you can see that this is theta and this is phi, I mean, between this angle, this phi, which is going to be equal to actually theta minus phi, this angle phi is going to be equal to theta minus this is theta, and this angle is phi, so it will be theta minus phi, which will be equal to your theta bar. Your theta bar is equal to theta minus phi. So instead of theta bar, I can substitute theta minus phi. So you will get A cos theta minus phi, and that is equal to A, and you know that cos theta minus phi is A cos theta cos phi plus A, or A is there, I mean A is there, plus sin theta sin phi, okay. And you know that A cos theta, that's the first time A cos theta, that is going to be your Ax, right. So you will get Ax cos phi plus, and you know that a sin theta is ay sin phi. Okay, so this is your ax bar. Similarly, if you look at ay bar, here you can see that it is a sin theta bar, right? So a sin theta minus phi, that is equal to a sin theta cos phi minus sin phi cos theta. That is going to be equal to, so you can see that a sin theta is going to be ay cos phi minus, and a cos theta is ax, so ax sin phi. Okay, so your ay bar is equal to this. All right. So now what I can do is, okay, so now we can write in the matrix form ax bar ay bar, which is equal to cos phi sin phi minus sin phi cos phi ax ay. Okay, this is the way the coordinates, the vector a in the S frame goes to the to the S star frame. Okay, here the coordinates are ax, ay, and az, and here you have your ax bar and ay bar. These are the coordinates. Okay, now if you look at the usual the coordinates themselves, so x and y, and you know from the usual your rotation matrix, this goes like what I mean is, you have suppose you have a point here, and in this coordinate system you have this xy. Okay, and suppose you have the same point in other coordinate system, and this angle is phi, and then you can see that this is your x prime, and here you can x prime and y prime, or x bar and y bar, and this is your xy, and this is your x bar, and this is your y bar, and the coordinates are related, that x bar y bar, you can say x bar y bar, which is equal to cos phi sin phi minus sin phi cos phi xy. See, now you see that how the components of the vector transform and how the coordinates themselves transform, and both goes in the same way, right? They go in the same way. So you can say, now you can say that if a quantity, if for a vector, or for a vector, I mean the coordinates transforms exactly in the similar way as that of the coordinates. Okay, or you can define a vector. Okay, so now I'll generalize this notion. I mean, this is a 2D context. I mean, I'll generalize it to 3D. The previous case we were talking about rotation about the z axis, right, or the rotation in the xy plane. Okay, now if you take a general transformation, and you can see that your ax bar, ay bar, and az bar, which will be equal to some rxx, rxy, rxz, ryx, ryy, ryz, rzx, rzy, rzz into this ax, ay, this is ax, ay, az. And if you look at similarly, I mean, your coordinates x bar, y bar, z bar, which will be equal to x, y, z. Here the same stuff, Rxx, Rxy, Rxz, Ryx, Ryy, Ryz, Rzx, Rzy, Rzzz. Okay. So, I mean, or in the in a compact notation, we can write this is equal to, I mean, if you take x, y, z as 1, 2, 3, okay, x I call it as the coordinate 1 and y as 2 and z as 3. So, you can say that, I mean, what I mean is, if I say x1, that means x, if I say x2, that means y, and I mean x3, that is equal to z. Okay. So, if I can write x, okay, so you can say that a I bar, which is equal to summation over j r I j a j. Okay, or here you can see that, right? I mean, if your I is 1, you will get a x bar, right? A I bar is, if I is 1, you will get a x bar. A x bar, what is a x bar? You will get r x x a x plus r x y a y r x z a z, or in the 1 2 3 notation, it will be r 1 1 a 1 plus r 1 2 a 2 plus r 1 3 a 3. Here also you will get when I equal to 1, that will be equal to summation over j r 1 j a j, and j runs from I and I comma j runs from 1 2 3. Okay. So, j runs from 1 2 3, right. So, you will have, if it is your a1 will be equal to r 1 j a j with summation over j. So, it will be r 1 1 x1 r 1 1 a1 plus, so it will be r 1 1 a1 plus r 1 2 a2 plus r 1 3 a3. All right. So, if you want to get a y bar means in the sense, so that will be equal to a2 bar. A2 bar will be equal to r summation over j r 2 j a j, or that is equal to r 21 ax, sorry, r 21 a1 plus r 22 a2 plus r 23 a3. Okay. So, that will be equal to r, okay, in your other language you will have r y x a x plus r y y a y plus r y z a z. Okay. So, you can write it like this. Okay. And similarly, you can write your x bar I, which is equal to summation over j r I j x j. Okay, with I comma j runs from 1 2 3. So, this is the way the coordinates of a vector transform, and this is the way the coordinate themselves transform. So, now I am going to define the vector. A vector is a set of quantities which transforms in the same way as the coordinates themselves transform under general coordinate transformation. Okay. It can be in the previous case it was a rotation. Okay. So, this is the way, I mean, so what does it mean? It means that, I mean, the components your the components your what I said. So, this will be the case, a bar I must be equal to summation over j r rij aj. This should transform in the same way as the coordinate transform, that means x bar I, that is equal to summation over j R ij xj. It will have the same rule. Okay. So that is the definition of a vector. Okay. Now suppose you now you can ask the following question: how does a tensor transform? Okay, or what is a tensor? I mean, suppose you have a quantity like this, say T I j, and in 3 dimensions. That means I comma j runs from 1, 2, 3. So this quantity will have 9 components. That means T11 from where T11 to T33, T11, T12, T13, T23, and it's like a matrix. It will have 9 components. Okay. So if this is a tensor, and then it should transform in the it should transform in the following way: T bar ij, that must be equal to summation over summation. You will have some R I m R j n T m n. Okay, summation over m n. If a set of quantities transform in this way, then you say that it's a second rank tensor. If it is a third rank tensor, so that here you can say that for each I there will be an R matrix here, and so it will have, for Ti it will have RIM, and for other index j will have RJN here. Okay. So this is the way a second rank tensor transform, or you can define a second rank tensor as a set of quantity which transform in this way is a second rank tensor in 3 dimensions, because I and j runs from 1, 2, 3. Similarly, if you have a third rank tensor, how does this transform? It will be, say, T bar ijk, which will be equal to summation R I m R j n R k l T m n l, a summation over m n l. This is the way a third rank tensor transforms under. If Tijk is a third rank tensor, and then this is the way it transforms. Okay, now we will do an example. With that, things will be more clear to you. So suppose that you have 2 vectors. Given A and B, transforms as vectors under coordinate under rotation. Okay. Under rotation. I mean, again, in this case, you are here. I mean, the axis of rotation is z axis. Okay, axis of rotation. Z axis. Okay, so that's so you can say that in other coordinate system, which is a rotated coordinate system, you can write your Ax bar, because given that A and B are vectors, right? So Ax bar, Ay bar, Az bar, that is equal to, you can write it here cos theta, cos phi, okay, cos phi, sin phi 0, minus sin phi, cos phi 0, 0, 0, 1. Ax, Ay, Az. Okay. Similarly, your Bx bar, By bar, Bz bar, which is equal to, this is exactly the same matrix, and then you have Bx, By, Bz. Okay. This is the given information. That means your A, given that A and B are vectors, A and B transforms like vectors, in a okay, in this way. That means Ax bar, Ay bar, Az. This will be if they transform like vectors under coordinate rotation, this will be the case, right? And now you show that the question is the following: show that A dot B is a scalar. A dot B is a scalar. Okay. So how do you show? I mean, so in order to to see that, I mean, in the first part you need to say is what is a scalar. Okay. I mean the scalar should have the same value in all the coordinates, or all the coordinate system. Okay. So I mean we have to say that we have to show that A dot B which is equal to A bar dot B bar. Okay. So that if this is true, then you can say that A dot B is a scalar. All right. So let's work it out whether we will get it like that. Okay. So okay, it's so you can say that what is your Ax bar? Your Ax bar is equal to Ax cos phi plus Ay sin phi, and your Ay bar, which is equal to minus Ax cos phi minus Ax sin phi plus Ay cos phi. All right. So and what is A dot B? I mean, you know what A dot B is? A dot B is Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz. Okay. So if you want, so A bar dot B bar is equal to Ax bar Bx bar plus Ay bar By bar plus Az bar Bz bar. And of course you know that Ax bar Ay bar and Ax bar and Ay bar is like that. Az bar is nothing but Az and Bz bar is equal to Bz itself. And of course you know here this Ax bar. Okay, so so this is equal to, and first we will evaluate Ax bar Bx bar. So Ax bar Bx bar, that's equal to Ax cos phi plus Ay sin phi into Bx bar. Bx bar will be Bx cos phi plus By sin phi, that's equal to Ax Bx cos square phi plus Ax By cos phi sin phi plus Ay Bx sin phi cos phi plus Ay By sin square phi. Okay, this is Ax bar Bx bar. Okay. Now your Ay bar By bar, that's equal to minus Ax sin phi plus Ay cos phi into minus Bx sin phi plus By cos phi. Okay. So that's equal to Ax Bx sin square phi minus Ax By sin phi cos phi minus Ay Bx cos phi sin phi plus Ay By cos square phi. Okay. Now if you add these two, so and you know that the other quantity A z bar B z bar is equal to AZ BZ itself. Okay. So if you add these two or all the sum together, that means A bar dot B bar, you will get, so you will have an AX BX cos square phi here, and here AY bar BY bar, right. So you will have an AX BX cos square phi here. Similarly, an AX BX sin square phi. So you will get AX BX into sin cos square theta plus sin square cos square phi plus sin square phi. So you will get AX BX, and the second you will have AX BY, AX BY. So this will be AX BY cos phi sin phi. Here you will have minus AX BY cos, so that will cancel away, and then you will have AY BX. So AY BX sin phi cos phi here you will have minus AY BX, so this will also cancel, and then you will have the final AY BY sin square phi plus AY BY cos square phi, that will give you AY BY, and the final term that will be equal to AZ BZ, and that is equal to A dot B. And from this clearly you know that A dot B transforms like a scalar. So it says that A dot B like a scalar. Okay. As an extension to the previous example, I can show, I can ask you to show A cross B transform like a vector. Show that A cross B transforms like a vector. Okay. So to show that, I mean, I leave it as an exercise for you. Then what you are supposed to do is, like, you have to evaluate A cross B. As I said earlier, I mean, A bar, if A is A transform, already told you A and B transforms like vectors. So A bar I must be equal to summation over J R, I mean R Ij Aj, and similarly B I bar is also summation over J R Ij Bj, and you know Rij you take this is a rotation matrix with I mean rotation about z axis, and the corresponding rotation matrix as the transformation matrix. You will get cos phi, this is cos phi, sin phi 0 minus sin phi cos phi 0 0 0 1. Take this as your Rij, sorry, your rotation matrix. Okay. So then you can evaluate A cross B. So A cross B will have three components. You will have A cross B whose ith component, A cross bar B cross, whose this must be equal to summation over J R I J A cross B J, or you can show or you have to show that A cross B whose x A cross bar B A bar B cross B bar x component, A bar cross B bar whose yth component A cross B bar whose z component, that must be equal to this rotation matrix, your cos phi minus, sorry, sin phi 0 minus sin phi cos phi 0 0 0 1, and then you will have here you will have A cross B whose x component A cross B whose yth component A cross B z component. Okay, you have to show this. I leave it as an exercise for you to show it. So okay, thank you, and I will continue this class tomorrow.